So I got it adjusted to where I need it to be. Obviously, these fenders are not like square, or they're not 100% like circular or whatever you want to call it. What's good, grind schoolers? It's your boy Rob, and we back in the shop today. So today what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and finalize all the wet sanding that we have to do. I already washed the car off. The first time I ever washed the car was yesterday. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to pull the car out and wash all of the dust that I had made from the initial wet sand, and get all that off so that I could just lay down the pre-paint prep and clean everything off so that it's all nice and solid. That's what I wanted to do, and that's what I did. We have one little final wet sand, and then we'll go ahead and roll the quarters. And then after that, man, the car is ready to go, ready to get sprayed, and we'll lay that down. So that's what we're doing today, man. Also, too, we do have a video submission, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop that clip after we get started, and then we'll go from there. I don't have a comment of the day or whatever because I'm not getting too many comments. Y'all should drop down in the comments, you know what I'm saying, and let your boy know, you know what I mean, give me some feedback, let me know what y'all think, what y'all thoughts are, the build process, stuff like that. Drop down in the comment section definitely, so I can drop y'all's comments in my video as well. So anyways, man, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell notification so that you get a notification every single time we drop another video. Let's go ahead and jump into the video. All right, y'all, so we already got the car lifted up off the ground. We already have the floor masked off, or the paper laid down. We still gotta lay some down right here, but we got that done. What we are going to do next, and I don't know if you guys can tell how clean the car is. There's still obviously residue on here, which the pre-paint prep will take care of. And then we'll probably tack it just to make sure there's no final dust on the car. Because like I said in my last video, I want this paint to lay down so smooth. But we got the car lifted up in the air, off of the ground. I got to take the rear wheels off, roll the quarters, and we'll be good to go. I think the back wheels I'm going to definitely take off and spray up under there with the wheels off. The front wheels I'll go ahead and leave on, because as you can see, there's a ton of space up under there between the fender and the wheel. So there's a ton of space for me to get my gun up under there and get it sprayed up. The doors are now officially on the car. They are aligned. They're not aligned perfect, but they're aligned to where they need to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can open and close them just fine. Everything's all good. Everything's all solid. But the places that you see the blue tape, you see all over the car, that's my quality check. So similar to like if you've ever bought a new house, or you've walked into a house that's been remodeled, they go through and they slap tape on the walls to mark their imperfections, so that they can fix it before the homeowner gets into the house. So pretty much this is my quality check. Those are the areas that I still have to wet sand down. They're not really too crazy, like you really can't see unless you get right up on it. And let me see. So you could tell right here, I still need to sand a little bit. So it's nothing too big. They're not too crazy. I just need to get that orange peel out of there. And then I also have it done along this side as well. So there's a few areas that we still got to hit with the wet sand. And then once that's done, once that's finalized, we'll go ahead and do our final cleaning. We'll clean it with the paint prep. We'll tack it. We'll clean it with the paint prep again. And then we'll go ahead and start masking everything up. So I took the masking paper off of the windshield. I had it on here for a while, but I took it off of the windshield because I wanted to spray up in these crevices and get all of that dust and dirt out, and I'll probably vacuum it out and just make sure that there's nothing up under here, because if I do and I spray and I don't know if you guys saw that, but there's still some loose stuff up under here. If I spray and that stuff flies up in the air, it'll get into my paint job, and I don't want that. So we still got a little bit of work to do. This will be the last time, I promise you guys, this will be the last time that this car is on the video like this. This is the final stage, the final thing that I have to do before the car is sprayed. Now, like I said, the only things we got to do is finish the wet sand. These little areas won't take me too long to do. I'll go ahead and knock out this side, knock out everything, smooth it out. The rolling of the fenders won't take long at all, so long that the fender roller fits right on the wheel. If it fits right, or the hub or whatever, if it fits right on there, we're good, we're solid, we're golden. If it doesn't, then we have an issue, we have a problem, which hopefully it fits right on there, we're good to go, and then we can move on. So anyways, like I said, y'all should get a good look at this, because this is the last time that you guys will see this car like this, and I promise you that. So let's go ahead and get started, man. I'm gonna start by taking this wheel off, and then I'll bring the fender roller thing out, and we'll start there. And then after that, I'll go ahead and just probably show y'all that. And then the wet sanding stuff, I'm not gonna show y'all because I showed y'all that in the last video, but I will show y'all once I mask everything off, because I got a mask in the door jambs with my masking like tape or whatever. So we'll show all of that. We'll show the car all masked up, and this will be the final time that y'all see this car like this. And the next time you guys see this on the video, it'll be that color that you see up under the hood. So I'm geeked. I'm excited about this process, man. But yo, here we go. So let me go ahead and work on getting this wheel off, and then I'll get the fenders rolled, and then we'll chop it after that. And then, like I said, y'all, go ahead and stay tuned for the paint reveal, everything like that. We gotta lay our stripes down and all that. But our decals, or whatever I should say, because my decals came in. I don't know if Dash will drop his video first, but Dash is the one who got them for me. Shout out to Dash's Garage. Y'all go check him out. Go subscribe to his channel, because he's doing big things with his Monte Carlo. So go ahead and do that, because he definitely laced your boy with the decals, and they are amazing. At least for me, they're amazing, and it's his idea on my car. You know what I'm saying? I came to him with a completely different idea. He was like, why don't you try this? I said, let's run with it, and it came out perfect. So once it gets on the car, I'm gonna be geeked about it. So anyways, man, stay tuned for next time, because that's gonna be on the next video. So hit those post notifications so you get a notification when I drop the video, because it's about to be lit. So let's go ahead, jump into this, get this taken care of, and then yeah, we'll get the car ready to spray. All right, y'all, I'm kind of actually geeked because this thing fits right up on here. I just got the lug nuts hand tight. I didn't tighten them all the way down because I don't really believe I need to. And the reason why I say that is because I use one lug nut on the Impala. So we're gonna go ahead and get this thing rocking. It's super simple to roll your fenders. And I'll probably do this as a how-to because I did the Impala fenders or whatever. Now, obviously in my case, it's a little bit different because this car is not painted, and the Impala wasn't painted either, or isn't painted either. So it makes it a little bit more simple to go ahead and take care of this. So if you have a painted car, it kind of sucks because you'll have to heat up the paint and all that kind of good stuff. But anyways, pretty much all you do is you take this, and then I'll extend it. So I'll loosen it up, I'll extend it, and so that it's like touching the fender. And as I roll it back and forth, you know what I mean? I'll like continue to keep like pulling it down and down and down, because you're gonna gradually move the fender back. And as it moves back, you'll continually adjust it, roll it, adjust it, roll it, or whatever. I'll kind of show you what I mean once I get it adjusted. So let me go ahead and adjust it, because I can't really do it with two hands, and I don't really have anything to hold the camera. So I'll go ahead and adjust it, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, y'all, so I got it adjusted to where I need it to be. Obviously, these fenders are not like square, or they're not 100% like circular, or whatever you want to call it. So down here, it will need more extension, more adjustment. But up here, it contacts at the top. So basically, all you do is just move it back and forth until it rolls the fender up. So like I said, it's extremely hard to do with one hand, but I'm gonna go ahead and continue to keep on trying to roll this. And then once I roll it up, I'll show you guys what it looks like afterwards. So right now it's completely flat. The objective is to have this thing roll up and tuck up under here, so we get some extra clearance. Probably about, I would say that's probably about 1.25 inches worth of space maybe. So we're gonna roll that up, and it'll give me a little bit more space so it can clear my wheels. All right, I guess I should note that if you're doing this on the rear end, depending on how your car's set up, front wheel, rear wheel, whatever, you should probably put the car in neutral so that the rear wheels spin freely of basically the transmission. But this little lever like kind of turns the angle like in and out. So if I turn it like clockwise, it'll push this thing inward. If I turn it the other way, hold on. If I turn it counterclockwise, it pushes this thing out towards me. And then this thing adjusts the angle. So as I roll it up, you want the angle, the little red die or roller thing, to come start angling a little bit towards me as you push this up. And then this adjustment is for the extension. So you kind of just continue to keep adjusting it based on where you're at in the rolling process, to like kind of, you know, match the like contour of the inner lip or whatever. And then you just keep like, take your hand, move it back and forth, and you'll keep rolling it until you get the desired effect. So I'm gonna keep doing that. Like I said, it's hard to do it with one hand. So I'm gonna keep on rolling it, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like after it's done. I probably only need to get till about right here, because the wheel well is wide enough, or from front to back. It's just the top piece is where I'll have issues. So let me keep rolling it, and then I'll show you what it looks like after we're done. All right, y'all. Again, to recap, this lever here is how you adjust this thing up. Hold on. Let me loosen it up. Damn, hold on. Up and down. This little thing is how you adjust this, the angle of this. So if you want it to be like that, if you want it to be like that, you'll use this lever here, tighten it up. Obviously, this will be in the instructions if you ever do this. And this moves this blue thing back and forth. So as you're rolling it, obviously the fender starts to come up, and like this thing starts to get looser. So you'll tighten this thing back, you'll pull it back as the fender starts to roll up, and it'll start to continue to roll it and roll it. And then other than that, once you have all your adjustments right, you just move it back and forth along the fender line with your hands. So that's pretty much what it looks like. It's really hard to tell, like, you know, what I actually did, but pretty much if you could see, this kind of rolled up in there a little bit. It still looks a little flat on camera, but I assure you it's not. So it'll give me a little bit of extra clearance. I'm not super concerned about it because I'm gonna have QA1s on here, and I can adjust the right height how I need to adjust it. So I'm not too concerned about that. But at the end of the day, like I said, I just wanted to give myself a little bit more clearance just in case, you know, my wheels come and just in case they come and, you know what I'm saying, like, for whatever reason they don't fit on here like they need to, we can handle it. So anyways, man, that's gonna pretty much do it. I'm gonna do the other side, and then yeah, I mean, you know, using this fender roller is super simple. It's not difficult at all. But like I said, I just wanted to do it just in case the wheels come and they're not necessarily right or whatever. We could just go ahead and knock it out now before the car's painted and we don't have any issues. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock out the other side, and then yeah, we'll get to it in a second. So I decided to also take out a wheel stud. I just used my big hammer and knocked on it until it popped out. Obviously I used the space where, you know what I'm saying, it could fall out. If you hit it up here, you might get it wedged in between the little slave cylinder or whatever. So you want to knock it out in some space that you can get it out. And the reason why I did that is because these aren't gonna cut it for rims. This is like, man, probably like 2 inches, man. Like, and the threads are probably even less than that, like 1 3/4 inches or something. But we need to go with way longer wheel studs. But I popped it out so that I could measure it. Once again, shout out to Dash, made a super comprehensive video on the spindles. I don't know if you can see my spindles right there, on, you know what I'm saying, mounting everything up. So I'm gonna go ahead and measure this so I can order up my wheel studs, because they gotta be a lot longer than that. So you know, running rims, that's how people's wheels fall off. They throw rims on these little studs on this old technology, on drum brakes and everything like that. And you know what I'm saying, not to say like I'm not gonna run drum brakes, because at first I'm gonna run it with drum brakes until I get my rear end. But all this stuff under here is getting snatched out. Shocks, springs, rear end, control arms, all that stuff is getting snatched out. Drive shaft, all that is getting replaced. So, but for now, we're gonna replace this because my rear end comes with the studs installed already. But this rear end, obviously, you know what I'm saying, we have to do some modifications. So we gonna go ahead and you know, just measure this one, and then we'll throw this back on for now, and we'll run with 4 lug nuts. It's not a big deal to me to run with 4 lug nuts. I mean, I'm not taking this car nowhere, but I mean, by the time I get my wheel studs anyway, you know what I'm saying, like, it won't be 4 lug nuts, it'll be 5. So by the time this car get back on the ground, but we're gonna go ahead and throw this back on for now, and then that's it, man. Like I said, we gotta measure this up so we can order the right ones, and then we'll be good, and then we'll install the longer wheel studs on this rear end. I'm really not trying to run this rear end, but you know what I'm saying, it kind of is what it is. It's, you know, it's what we got to do for now. So let me go ahead and continue to keep on working, keep on grinding, and then we'll chop it in a minute. All right, grind schoolers, that's gonna be it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. It wasn't nothing too crazy, you know what I'm saying. I just wanted to show the process of rolling the fenders, and you know, it's probably not going to be a how-to or nothing like that, because you know what I mean, there's really nothing to it. You know what I'm saying? You adjust the tool however you need, roll it against the fender until the fender starts to bend up and bend up and bend up until, you know what I'm saying, it clears the wheels or whatever that you have. So it's not really that big of a deal. I already showed it for the Impala process, but I decided to show it again. Like I said, I don't know if I needed to do that because my wheels are cut for this car. But just in case, man. And then also too, we got the added reassurance, my insurance policy, the QA1 joints on there. So, you know what I'm saying, we should be able to dial everything in like it needs to be. So Everything should be good. I shouldn't have to do anything. But other than that, man, I found some more little pinholes on the bottom of the car. I found some exposed metal in some areas too. So I smacked a little bit of that off with the primer. I smacked some glaze putty on some of the little pinholes and, you know what I'm saying, stuff that I found like on the bottom of the car. And it was harder to see with the car on the ground, but now that the car is lifted up, it's a little bit easier. So we're gonna rock with it just like that, man, and go ahead and finish sanding everything down. And like I said, that was my final, my final once over is gonna take place next. Y'all won't see that. The next time y'all see this car will be in paint. So like I always say, man, I appreciate the love, appreciate the support. If y'all haven't done so already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you get a notification every single time we drop another video. Go ahead and send me your 60-second clips so I can throw them in my videos. Also, go ahead and throw a comment down below. Let me know what y'all think of the builds, how everything's going. And yeah, we're gonna rock it just like that. But anyways, man, I'm not gonna hold y'all. It was something simple today, something that just needed to be knocked out real quick. And that's gonna do it, man. Always remember, work hard so you can live free.